Hello and welcome to the latest edition of McBookie's Top Tartan Tips, and as ever I'm joined by Mark Walker and Tam McManus. Worst possible start for Scotland. The boys were in jubilant mood before the start of the tournament and were backing us to qualify at 5-4. We're now out to 11-2 to qualify. Tam, I'll come to you first. Where do you think it went wrong? What changes should Steve Clarke potentially make for the game coming up on Friday?
I think quite simply we never took our chances. I think, it's been a long time since I've seen a Scotland team create that many chances. I think we created 15 opportunities. 2 massive chances. Andy Robertson at 0-0, got to score for me, and then Lyndon Dykes again, got to score. So, got to take our opportunities. Where do I think Steve Clarke change it? I think hopefully Tierney's back fit. I think Tierney will come in. I hope Billy Gilmour comes in into the middle of the pitch, because I think it's crucial that you keep possession against England. And Shea Adams is a certainty. He'll come up on up front. Stephen O'Donnell, I think his position is under pressure as well. Whether he goes with Nathan Patterson or he goes with James Forrest, I think there's these options there to go and replace him. So I think there'll be 3 or 4 changes, but I don't think Scotland played that badly. I just think that they never took their chances, and the Czechs were ruthless with 2 fantastic goals.
Yeah, I didn't think they played badly either. I was just a little bit surprised with the fact that we're playing the back 5 to incorporate Kieran Tierney, and then he's out injured, but we didn't revert back to a back 4. Mark, what was your thoughts on the game?
Just like everybody else, absolutely disappointing. I don't think we showed up. I know we did create a couple of chances. At this level, it's fine margins. I think, to be honest, I won't be too critical of Steve Clarke because he's got us there. I think he's probably been too loyal to the guys that got us there, stuck with the same guys. I just think it was just so disappointing the way we played. Even things like we're the only team in the world we can't build from the back. Everything they called us long ball merchants, and I can see why, because everyone was getting punted up the park. It was awkward to watch. It was just such a disappointing day. Everyone was up for it, and it was such a letdown. I think he's going to have to make a lot of changes, both in personnel and possibly even tactics for the game against England, because this is a serious England team that we're going to be playing here. I think he might bout to pressure and play Billy Gilmour. I think he's got to use somebody else other than Stephen O'Donnell on the right flank, whether that's Ryan Fraser, James Forrest. There are options there. I think, unfortunately, he would show up to look a bit limited, I thought, against the Czechs. And he has to start with Shea Adams, who I thought did more in the 45 minutes than Lyndon Dykes did the whole game. I was massively disappointed with the whole day, to be honest.
I think what's really tricky about this competition now is that the top 3 could potentially go through. So whether this is a must-not-lose game against England on Friday night, I'm not so sure. A low defeat might be enough if we could beat Croatia. Mark, I know you're down in London for the game. How do you think it'll go? Would you be back in Scotland to get anything from it?
No, I'm not going to back Scotland. You can't really back. I think I'm 9-1, and it would take a brave member of the Tartan Army to do that. I do think a very Scottish thing to do would be to produce a performance and, dare I say it, a brave defeat. I think we will raise our game. I think the players must have been stung by the criticism they've got. I can see us scoring actually, but I think England have got too much quality for us, and 13-5 for England to win, both teams to score, I think it's a very good price, because I think we'll score a win.
Tam, what do you think? Do you fancy Scotland to get a point? Do they need to win this game to qualify?
No, I don't think you need to win. I think you're right. I think the way the tournament is, there's going to be a lot of teams qualifying on possibly 3 points. So I think you're spot on. Don't get a heavy defeat. Don't be a 3 or 4-0 job and you give yourself no chance against Croatia. Even if it's a 1-0 or 2-1, you give yourself a wee sniff to still get through. I'm like Mark. I think Scotland will score. I think Shea Adams, I think he'll definitely play. I looked at it. I think he's 72 to score any time. I think he'll get a lot of service. I think they'll put a lot of crosses into England's box. I don't think they'll be at the back in terms of defending crosses. So I'll go for Shea Adams at 72 to score any time, and hopefully Scotland can get a result. A draw would be a fantastic result for Scotland. Let's be honest, we don't bite our hand off for a draw now. But let's just see how it goes. I think we'll raise our game, but whether that's enough, who knows.
Well, there you go. Both the boys are confident that Scotland will at least score at Wembley on Friday. Mark's going for England to win and both teams to score. And Tam is backing Che Adams to score anytime at 7-2. If you're having a bet on the game, remember to have a look at the McBookie site, and the best of luck. Come on, Scotland.